What's up guys, it's Oakley and today I'm making another video. So, as you can tell by the description of this video, or the description and the title, whatever, I am away at college and all I have is a flip phone. Now technically, I do have a smartphone. I have like 3 technically for different things. They're all shitty. They're all like $200 each. They have no storage, basically. But so, today was my first day. I moved in. No one else is here with me, so I'm able to record this in my dorm room right now, and I'm kind of talking pretty low because I don't know if anyone is in my suite. So, I really didn't think anything was going to be very complicated because usually when we think about how we live our lives, we don't really think that society forces a certain thing on us, and because smartphones are relatively new and actually only over the course of 5 years have they really become very accessible and highly popular to everybody and basically the complete norm, it has taken over the way that we all live our lives. Pretty much has made it more difficult for those of us who choose to live a different way. And I'm going to talk about my experience just in one day at least. Not that much has happened, especially because I haven't really met anybody, but I had to sign in. COVID is going on, so of course this is pretty much a really shitty time to be doing this. I'm stupid for doing this, but like, if not now, when, I guess, right? So this is my phone. It's a fucking Cricket. Super cheap. It was like $25. Shrek. Yeah, it's not fancy at all. It's pretty cheap, obviously, like I said. I only have 2 gigabytes on this, so I don't really know what that means, but I have GPS. I can go on emails, the internet, but it's really like difficult to me it's just not really worth it. So I just use it to text people and call people and check my voicemail. A good thing about this is my other phone didn't have a working voicemail for literally whatever reason. It was a smartphone, it just didn't work like it was supposed to. So this phone works like that. So very proud of it. One good thing about this is the camera quality is actually really good. For a flip phone at least. In my opinion, I've been able to take some pretty good photos. I'm like, that's a decent photo for a flip phone. So now, I have had a flip phone. I've had this flip phone activated for 2 months, and like 2.5 months or 3 months right now. But since I was at home, I was able to use like my Wi-Fi very easily, so I could just use my smartphones whenever I wanted to. I was on Instagram and Snapchat, and I really wasn't going anywhere with it, and nothing was really changing for me because I wasn't changing. But I had to move today to college. Packed all my stuff. So yeah. The first thing that happened is I had to get tested for COVID. I made sure that I checked everything before I left on my laptop. I printed out a map. I printed out the map that I needed to because I wasn't going to be pulling up my phone. I have a copy of it on my phone just in case, but I have the printed version, which is easier to use. What else? And because I don't have a smartphone, like one with data at least, which is what really matters, in my opinion, I have a GPS now for my car. It brought me here, so I'm not complaining. It's all right. Actually, I like it a lot better than having a smartphone because, well, a smartphone for GPS because it's bigger. It's like a small tablet kind of. It has it's just a GPS. Like it's to be a GPS. It's not like a multi-use type of thing. So it was pretty simple to use. Um, so yeah, I drove up here. But one thing about the GPS is that it doesn't tell you like it's not like Google Maps or anything. It's like it'll tell you how to get from one place to another if you put in the exact address. So that's what I did, and I got to campus and I was lost. So I was like, well, I literally don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have data. So I just drove around. I asked somebody where to get where I was looking to go, and I got there. So yeah, the first thing I had to do was get a COVID test. So I it's very interesting. I feel like a black sheep. Oh dear God, yes, I feel like one. Not that it's a good or bad thing, but man, if there's one thing to ostracize you, apparently it's this. So, um, not that I was talking to anybody, but so I went to the building and what did I do? It's been a long day. So I went to the building, I asked the people where I had to go, went to the bathroom, whatever. Um, and so yeah, I went into the area where I had to give my information to get tested, and the first thing, um, this is college. They did it at the last college that I went to. QR codes. I'll just show you one in case you don't know what it looks like. These. Now, these didn't even work for my smartphone that I did have when I was at a different college. So they were like, "Oh, you need to scan this and put your information in." And I just said, my phone doesn't scan. It doesn't do that. And they were like, "Okay." So yeah, so I went in and I had to give this guy all my information. I think I was supposed to put in the information through my phone, so that they could have it that way. But obviously, you can't do that with this, and I didn't have Wi-Fi for this, and I'll talk about this in a second. And don't look at the back either. That's something else. Um, so yeah, I had to give him all my information. It was whatever. No one else was doing it. Everyone else was just doing it on their phone, like they were expected to. But nope, I was doing it my way, I suppose. So I did that and I went to get tested, and I knew how things were supposed to go. And when I was preparing online, it said that if you don't have a mobile phone, that you can have your results printed. So obviously, when I was walking around, literally everyone was on a smartphone. I was yeah. So whenever I got tested, and I was like I just said, I was like, hey, my phone doesn't open links. So, could I like get my results printed out? So, yeah. And they were like, oh, here, let me ask someone. And then the woman asked someone, and then he was like, oh yeah, you just have to press on the link. And I'm like, I have a flip phone. If I have to sign into something, it's gonna take all day. And he was like, like I don't even know if I can sign into it, but I've tried to hook up email to this before, and just like I messed up on one thing, and everything got deleted, so I just gave up. So yeah, he was like, "All right, just go wait here, like on the other side, and I'll call you when the results are ready, and just meet me here at this one place, and I'll have the results for you." And I was like, "All right, thanks." And then I left, and then I went to go sit down, and there was nothing really to do. I had both of these, and I had just gotten to the campus. I was so tired from driving all day, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And I just checked my phone, like when I'm sitting down, I just cross my legs and I just like I go like this with my leg. So like if anyone glances over at me, they're not like, oh wow, this dude has a flip phone, what a loser, whatever. I just like try to be a little, like I try to hide it just a little bit, but not too much that like I'm shaming myself because that's fucked up. No, yeah. So I just there's nothing to do. It takes forever to text, so it's not like I'm gonna text anybody. The only really thing I do on this phone is call, receive calls, etc. Those two things actually. I need water. I'm so sorry. You could hear that. That was probably disgusting. Just feel like fucking mad thirsty. Yeah, so I just called my mom and I talked to her. And everyone else was just, there was only a few other people in the room, but they were just like no one was talking to each other. Like, again, it's COVID, we were all sitting far from each other wearing masks and whatever, but like no one was talking to each other. And I was the only one that wasn't looking at anything, which was like, okay, like I'm totally down with this. Like, I'm just chilling, like I don't need to be on anything right now. And I could have been on this, but like I said, no Wi-Fi, and also I deleted the apps, Instagram, Snapchat, like things that distract me and make my life a living hell. Yeah, I just got rid of those, and I don't really text people much at all, so I really have no reason to like have a smartphone other than for certain little things, which I think is a little stupid. I'd rather just, I don't know, just not. So yeah, some people like looked over at me for like a second, and they're like, that was about it. Obviously no one's got the balls to say anything. What are you gonna say? Oh, nice phone. Oh, that reminds me. When I was actually at an Airbnb, I saw someone with the exact same phone as me. The dude that was working there, he like pulled out his phone, and he just did something on it, and I was like, I didn't like I've been dealing with the flip phone for so long that like I saw him take it out, and I didn't even think twice. I was just like, phone, yes. That's the point I'm at now. It's like not weird for me to see at all. It's normal actually. But yeah, so yeah, I had to go in, got the results, came out, got my car, then I moved into my room and all that, whatever. I had such a headache, so I just like slept most of the day. I was so nauseous, hungry, whatever. Not a very good day in general, but a fine day. And so finally I was like, all right, let me get settled in. Pull out my laptop. Let's get signed into the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi, it's a special little college type of Wi-Fi thing where you have to like download something. I don't know. You had to download something. So I'm just like, I'm all over the place always with everything. So my laptop doesn't have that much space, so I had to delete some things before that could even get downloaded, and I was just so frustrated because like I feel alone if I don't have some sort of connection to like other people other than this. Like, I'll be honest, this makes me feel pretty damn lonely. Like, yeah, but that's what my laptop's for. My connection to the world. It's way better than the stupid smartphones. So yeah, I finally got that to work, and for some reason, I can't get it to work on this phone. I can try on my other smartphones that I have, but stuff like this just keeps coming up, and I press like continue. But the thing is, you have to download something on the phone too in order to get into the Wi-Fi. And I think they expect that like most, if not everybody, has data so that they can just go online and then download the app that way. But no, I don't have data on here. That's the problem. So the only other way to do it is to do a direct download, and it says like the steps to do it, and I've been trying to do it for like the past 2 hours or something, and I literally just cannot do it. And I feel fucking like maybe this was a mistake because, like, I just feel like so tired. Like, I feel like nothing, I feel like it's just not accessible, and that stresses me out so much. I'm going to figure it out though. I'll make another video later when I make more updates or whatever. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to check my other phones, try to do that. Um, um, I live in a suite, so like they want me to be in a GroupMe, and I think GroupMe is only an app. I can try to see if it's on a laptop. It probably is. But I also have therapy on my phone and telehealth and things like that, which I can see if it's available on my laptop, but I really just have to like push it to the limit of trying to see if I can get any of my phones to connect to the Wi-Fi. Other than that, I thought it wouldn't be this difficult, or it wouldn't feel this difficult, but it does, and I just have to ride it through because yeah, my phone plan for this doesn't end until like the end of the month anyways. Yeah, that's pretty much all that has happened today. My first day of college, which you can imagine has made me feel pretty ostracized because no one really makes accommodations. Well, I mean, accommodations were made for me, yes, but it was kind of in a way that makes me feel like a burden, which I hate. When it comes to the link things, the scan things, that bothers me because I not everybody has a smartphone. Not everybody needs to have a smartphone. That's how I see it. I really don't think that it should be expected that every person should have their phone on them all the time, and that phone that they have on them should be a smartphone. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'm not gonna edit it or anything because that's gonna take too long, and if I say that I'm gonna edit it, it's probably never gonna get out. So I'm just gonna post it like this, and if you want to hear some update videos, or what? If you want to hear some updates or something, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, stay tuned, I guess. Peace.